Hey everyone, come on in. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're comfortable. Slide back in that chair of yours. Roll your little desk chair if you're sneaking this video at your office. Or you're sitting at the favorite coffee house with that steaming hot cappuccino or that vanilla creamed coffee or whatever it is you're drinking and whatever cool snack you have, so that you can unwind for a few minutes. A friend of mine said, hey man, when you tell me to sit back in the chair, grab a drink, he says, it sounds like I'm going to get ready to watch some rated X video. I said, no. No, I'm just preparing you. We're all getting into the frame of mind. And before I get into this cool robot, please take a second to subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't be a lurker. All the big YouTubers say, smash the like button, smash that button, smash subscribe. I don't even know if it works, but you know what? I'll say it too. You never know. If I can get 1 out of 10 of you to actually do it, it helps the algorithms, man. It doesn't mean anything to me other than helping the algorithms and helping other collectors find this cool stuff, man. And it doesn't cost you anything. That's the other advantage. It's free. And if you hit the bell icon, you'll be the first in line to know when this cool stuff, the greatest toys on the internet, bar none, get posted. Anyway, with that out of the way, I have for you today a robot that is, the colloquial term is Conehead, but in the catalog he was referred to as the mechanical space robot. He was actually featured in a Yonezawa catalog in 1967. I think also in 68. And if I'm not mistaken, there was a 60s Japanese superhero Conehead as well. So I'm not 100% sure the tie. I've never seen if it was an anime or manga or what it was. So I'll let you guys research that. I can't research everything. I have other things I have to do in life too. But anyway, for now, let's look at this. And I got to tell you honestly, for a long time, I found this robot silly. In all honesty, I was like, it's kind of goofy, It looks like an inverted ice cream cone or something. But he grew on me, But then this one, I got to tell you, I'll start off with the box as usual, but this one has a very rare box variation. I've only seen it a couple of times, and what's different now. If you go to say the Alpha Drone website database, and you look this up, the big difference is it's missing the writing there. This version, if you want to call it common because it's all rare, but this one has this extra writing here, this extra writing here, and on the Alpha Drone database. I think these mountains were all white, so that's kind of weird. But anyway, look at this beautiful graphics, Again, I never really, kind of was into this robot, but now with all the character stuff I got, I kind of had a second perspective on it. And, this box art is absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at him shining those laser beam eyes, and it's a sparking robot. And this one, if, believe it or not, still sparks. So I'm assuming that might be the character from the show. But anyway, this is just some cool bean stuff here, man. It is if this was on the cover of your comic book, you'd be like, holy hell, man, that is fantastic. And here's the cool side panel. You can see him flying away here. He's got the jet feet and the rocket feet, as you can see here. And these guys all like to have the rockets at their feet. And then here's your end panel. So if you know Japanese and could read Japanese, you can be deciphering this while I'm babbling on here. So that's look at your cool box. Let's get a little closer, so they stay more in frame, and you can see the details on the rest. So the robot itself, this robot had, and by the way, they did reproduce this robot. I think, as usual, it's a big reproduction, bigger than this. I don't think the scale is exactly the same, but I don't have one side by side. I think they called the Reproduction Galaxy robot. I don't know. I mean, it's not as petite and slender as this one. And, when you look at the Chinese stuff, obviously they cut a lot of corners. But anyway, this one you can clearly see here. You got the Yonezawa logo in the corner. You got Made in Japan. I've never had the Conehead reproduction, but see how they curve this panel here? Usually on the reproductions, they stick out very bluntly like a square. And this one, man, let me tell you, is in fantastic condition. absolutely pristine. It's got the original rubber ears, the rubber tip on the head. Of course, these beautiful eyes. It's one of those toys where you're like, oh man, don't drop this, you know. Well, they're all like that, but some, you know, you could do more damage than the other. And here's his on-off switch. And again, they use this body pressing unlike Robbie, excuse me, a Robbie-esque robot and a Roby the Robot Astronaut. So here's the back. This is kind of cool the way they got that head crimped in over there. You know, there's not a lot of robots with this Conehead. So anyway, as far as the robot, let's wind him up. I don't really have to spend a ton of time because there's not a lot of super details on the robot. And like I said, I checked out a little bit, and he sparked, man. I was shocked. That's like, man, that's like 2 for 2 in the latest sparking. But you can see that sparking in there. You know, the light was obscuring it. Let me put it back down. See, I could see it. Let me get this in. Oh, yeah, there you go. I don't want to wear out the flint too much. So since, let me let it walk at least so you can see it normally, because I didn't really want to take it away from its motion. So just so you can see, appreciate the walking action too. The sparks are coming down from the bottom. That's why, like, really, you know what? If I lift up the camera and go this way, you can see it better. Man, he's walking for a while. See, I'm wearing out the flint for my loyal audience here. Isn't it amazing this thing is still sparking? Man, he's walking pretty far too. Oof. There you go, man. That is your Conehead robot or mechanical space robot. And man, this is about as clean an example as you'll see and as rare a box as you're going to see. So if you like this video and this content, I always ask you, please thumb up the video. And again, a reminder to subscribe, please, if you haven't already done so. And you could be part of the cool kids and leave a comment and I'll respond. With that, I appreciate your time. As always, thank you for joining me. And, you know, check out my next video. With that, I'll talk to you later.